Let us now look at an ultimatum game. Like in the dictator game, player 1 offers a fraction x of 1 unit of money to player 2. Player 2 has now the opportunity to reject the offer, in which case both players get a payoff of 0. Player 1 is usually called a proposer and player 2 a responder. Let us first consider the case where players are only marginally envy or only marginally loss averse. So formally take the preferences from the dictator example before and consider the limit case where alpha goes to 0. In a complier optimal norm equilibrium, both compliant and selfish proposers contribute an amount xs, which is given by the minimum of 1/2, the complier share kappa, and the moral motivation g. Lower offers are rejected by compliers. Let us first consider the case where players are only marginally envy or only marginally loss averse. So formally take the preferences from the dictator example before and consider the limit case where alpha goes to 0. In a complier optimal norm equilibrium, both compliant and selfish proposers contribute an amount xs, which is given by the minimum of 1/2, the complier share kappa, and the moral motivation g. Lower offers are rejected by compliers. The three limiting factors of the offers 1/2, kappa, and g have an intuitive explanation. The limit 1/2 comes simply from the fact that offers of 1/2 are welfare maximizing. The limit kappa comes from the effect that the selfish proposer can never be induced to offer more than kappa, otherwise it's always better for him to offer nothing. And finally g is the highest offer that a compliant responder can be induced to reject. Rule-utilitarian norm equilibria simply differ from complier optimal equilibria by the fact that a compliant proposer will give up to g units more than a selfish proposer. Sally Blount compared experimentally a standard ultimatum game with an interesting variation where the proposer's contribution is randomly chosen by a computer, which was known by the responders. She shows that acceptance rates are much higher in the treatment with non-intentional offers, even though some players still rejected offers. For the case of only marginal envy, our model predicts that in every complier optimal and rule-utilitarian norm equilibria, all offers are accepted in the ultimatum game with non-intentional offers. The reason is simply that with non-intentional offers, a norm that prescribes rejection cannot change the behavior of a proposer. This illustrates that our model can explain the role of intentions, which is considered quite important in the literature on social preferences. Let us now look how the predictions change if players are more than marginally envious. We consider the same preferences then in the dictator game example. Now a selfish but envious responder will reject all offers below some threshold x star, which is given by alpha divided by 1 plus 2 alpha. Envy makes it also easier to induce compliers to reject some offer. We thus find that equilibrium contributions are increasing in the level of envy. So in this example, envy complements moral motivation by facilitating the rejection of small offers. In the non-intentional version of the ultimatum game, it's welfare optimal that no offers are rejected. But now envy works against moral motivation. Selfish responders still reject all offers below the same threshold x star than in the intentional ultimatum game. And envy makes it also more difficult to induce compliers to accept very low offers. Still, rejection thresholds for compliers will be much smaller than the rejection thresholds in the intentional ultimatum game. Hence, also with positive levels of envy, our model can explain the role of intentions. So, for the moment I decided the video presentation is long enough. But there are many more things in the paper. For example, there's an extended model with arbitrary number of types that differ in their degree of moral motivation. There's also a formalization that endogenizes the level of moral motivation G. That's a literature overview where I compare my model with other models of social preferences. There's a long discussion of the normative justification for the principle of complier optimality. And I also derive complier optimal norms in the model of voting by feet, where subjects can decide in which society they want to live. So I hope you found the model and the ideas interesting, and maybe you even have an idea for some extension, or you have some questions, so don't hesitate to contact me, just write me an email, I would feel very happy.